All right, that was Vice President Kamala Harris on Monday, but now she doesn't seem as confident about President Biden's 2024 plans. Harris telling a press poll yesterday, quote, "The president intends to run, and if he does, I will be his ticket mate." Joining me right now is Ohio Congressman Warren Davidson. He's a member of the Financial Services Committee. Congressman Davidson, good to see you this morning. Thanks very much. What do you make of all of
Always
this?
Always an honor. Thanks,
Do you
Maria.
expect Biden to run for re-election?
I don't think very many people expect Joe Biden to run for re-election. I think it's obvious that his health has deteriorated even since he swore in, but has been for a while. You know, in that first clip that you played, you know, Kamala Harris finally sounded pretty coherent, clear, decisive answer. And even after that, it was like, no, let me backtrack a little bit.
Yeah. Well, I mean, look, we'll see. But putting aside his health and his age, I mean, policies have him at record lows in terms of his approvals. And Democrats keep pushing spending. Despite the 40-year high inflation, Senate Democrats are reportedly continuing to talk about scaling back the tax increases in Biden's Build Back Better agenda, an attempt to get Senator Joe Manchin on board. My sources have told me in the Congress that Chuck Schumer continues to try to get Joe Manchin to sign on to another $1.5 trillion of higher taxes with more spending. Do you expect this year?
Well, the whole package clearly isn't going to pass. Thank God for Joe Manchin being in place to say no. And frankly, 50 senators holding together, you know, on a lot of issues. Some senators, Republican senators, in name only in some cases, cross over and deliver the votes to push things across the finish line. Can you imagine if $5 trillion extra dollars hit our economy, how bad inflation would be? But that's what they continue to push. We just had a hearing yesterday in Financial Services where Maxine Waters was pushing Build Back Better in the House.
Wow. So we see this economy obviously on the precipice of recession. We are waiting on more economic data today, Congressman. What are you expecting in terms of recession? Do you believe we are in recession right now? And what can you do about it sitting on that Financial Services Committee?
You know, that's a great question. Look, the textbook definition's 2 consecutive quarters of negative growth. I think we'll hit that. And, you know, we're already in that. I think that's what the data is going to show. Today's the last day of the second quarter. And, you know, unfortunately, that means that things are going to continue to be bad for the American consumer. Inflation is more dangerous than a recession, though. And when you look at the growth rate that we were coming off of COVID at, scaling down the growth rate a little bit is fine if it stops the economy from overheating altogether. But in the meantime, the real problem is there doesn't seem to be any remedy on the horizon for inflation. Joe Biden's policies are making it bad, and the spending levels are making it bad. So then you look at, yes, there are circumstances around the world that are adding to the problem, but they're certainly not the root cause. You know, we created the Sound Money Caucus in Congress in July of 2020 because it was obvious that nobody was lending us this money. You're just going to poof, create it, dump it on the Fed's balance sheet. It's going to pour into our economy in the midst of supply constraints. We are really undermining the value of the money. And people say, well, it's happening all over the world. You know, unfortunately, other countries are doing these same things even more aggressively. I mean, they've had negative interest rates in Europe, in Japan, in the Swiss National Bank. So literally, it costs money to even have money in the have savings in your savings account or checking account.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And now it looks like we have an inventory problem because after all of those supply shocks last year, now there are too many inventories and it's too much in terms of what the demand picture looks like. Congressman, we're going to speak with Congressman Ro Khanna coming up in the program. Your colleagues on the left, are they also still talking about more spending in the face of all of this in the House?
You know, there are some, like I said, Maxine Waters held a hearing yesterday pushing for Build Back Better. You know, I think Ro Khanna, I think, you know, a voice of restraint on executive authority in terms of war making. So, and I hope there's still a coalition over there saying, hey, let's make sure we limit the expansion of war in Ukraine and keep NATO focused as a defensive alliance, not as a power projection force. Ro has been a good voice for that over the years. But there are reasonable voices not all Democrats are pushing for the far radical left agenda. Not even all Democrats in Congress are doing that, but certainly the leadership is, and hopefully there are enough people anchoring to stop more collateral damage from these horrible policies that Biden has pushed.
Yeah, we'll see about that. Congressman, it's good to see you this morning. Thanks so much.
Thank you.